Hello everybody, this is Mr. Adam, and I'm going to be taking over today's Lesson 15 reading assignment. And for this lesson, what we're going to be doing is we're going over the last bit of Alice in Wonderland. Now before we start the reading, we have a few vocabulary words that we should go over. The first word is courtier, courtier, which is a member of a royal court. A member of a royal court is a courtier. So let's think back to our reading with Mr. Toad. Mr. Toad went to court, right? You guys remember whenever he stole the car and he got caught and he went to court? Well, that's sort of going to be the same idea in this story. One of our main characters is going to go to court over something. And what a courtier is going to be the members of the court. Is going to be the people who are going to help decide the fate of the person who committed a crime. So let's look at this photo from Alice in Wonderland. So this is a photo from Alice in Wonderland. So this is Alice, and this is the hair, and these are some of the characters. So let's look at the word again, courtier, a member of a royal court. So let's look at this photo, and I want you guys to take a few seconds to think if you can find out who is a member of the royal court in this photo. You guys think it's Alice? Not really. She doesn't look like she's a member of the court. She looks like she's trying to defend herself. What about Hare? Does Hare look like he's a member of the court? No, not Hare either. But what about over here? Yeah, they look like they're part of the court. They look like they're going to help decide the fate. So at one point in the story, I think we might have Alice go to court in Alice in Wonderland. So these are two really fun words. So right here we have croquet. Croquet is a game in which players hit wooden balls with mallets through wire hoops stuck in the ground. So if you look, this is the little wire hoop in the ground, and this is the little ball. And they have mallets, and they're using these mallets to hit the ball through the little wire hole. So this is our croquet game. We're going to hit the ball through little wire holes. But what's a mallet? What's this thing right here, a mallet? Well, a mallet is a wooden hammer with a heavy round head. So if we look over here, it basically looks like a big wooden hammer, right? You know, the hammers you would use to hit nails into the ground with? Well, these are made out of wood. And they would use these types of hammers, these mallets, to hit the ball through our little wire. And that's the game of croquet. Chaos! Oh my god, this is such a fun word. Well, not really. This is a teacher's nightmare. So chaos is complete confusion and disorder. Complete confusion and disorder. So let's look at this photo. Does this room look organized? No, not one bit. We have a bunch of boxes. We have like a lamp over here. That's a pillow. Like the whole photo seems disorganized. Complete confusion. You don't know what's happening in this photo. So that's what chaos is disorder or confusion. You don't really know what's happening. So like you can't really tell like what room this is. There's just so many boxes and everything in it. So chaos is complete confusion and disorder. So have you ever had anything chaotic before? Anything with chaos? So what was chaos? Is complete confusion or disorder. So everybody's running around, nobody knows what's happening, everybody's crazy going, ah, ah! So have you guys ever seen that? What about kids on a playground? You know, you're swinging at recess, you're having a fun time, but there's a game of tag going on, and everybody's running around, and little Timmy falls down and hurts his leg, and little Jessica is climbing up the monkey bars, and nobody knows what's happening because the kids are all in disorder and everyone's confused. So that would be chaos. What about a busy shopping store with everybody running around. There's a big sale on frozen TV dinners, and everyone at the store is calm, relaxed, shopping. But as soon as they say there's a big sale on frozen TV dinners, everybody rushes to TV dinners, and everybody tries to grab a TV dinner, but everyone's throwing things around, and there's no order, and everybody's trying to get their TV dinners. And there is no order, and there is complete confusion. What about a birthday party with children running around in? So a birthday party, everyone's happy, relaxing. And then out of nowhere, they play the Baby Shark song. And all the small kids start running around and going, "Oh my God, I love Baby Shark. Ah!" And all the kids are screaming. And everybody's running around with presents, trying to take presents from each other, trying to steal presents. And nobody knows what's happening because it's complete disorder and everyone's confused what's happening with the kids. So that's what chaos is complete confusion. Complete confusion and disorder. When I think of small kids running around at a birthday party, I think of complete disorder and confusion. So right here we have furrow, which is a long, narrow ditch in the ground. Furrow, a long, narrow ditch in the ground. And we can see that like right here. Do you guys see this on the side of the road for Louisiana? Right? Things like this for like the sugarcane fields. Furrow, a long, narrow ditch in the ground. Furrow. Hedgehog! Oh my God, I love hedgehogs. So what a hedgehog is a small animal. And if you look right here, this is a hedgehog. You see how he's so small? Got little eyes and a little nose. Even got little pointy things in the back. So this is what a hedgehog is. It's a tiny animal like this. Jury, a group of people who listen to facts given at a trial to determine guilt or fault. Jury, a group of people. So right here, this is a group of people. A group of people who listen to facts given at a trial to determine guilt or fault. So this group of people are listening to this guy, and they're trying to decide if the person is guilty or not. So a jury is a group of people who try to determine if someone is guilty of a crime. So let's look back to this one. So we have Alice is talking, and we have a group of people right here listening, trying to determine if she did the crime or not. A jury is a group of people listening and trying to determine if somebody is guilty of the crime. Verdict, the decision of a jury in a trial. So verdict, this means if they think they're guilty or not. So if the jury says, "We think this guy is guilty," well then that is their verdict. Their verdict is what they decide in the trial. A verdict is if they think they're guilty or not guilty. So a jury will listen to somebody talk, and they will decide their verdict. They will decide if they're guilty or not guilty. And right here we have witness. A person in the trial called to speak about what he or she saw or knows. So that would be right here. That would be this person. So this person right here with the cool hair would talk to this person in the back and say, "Hey, you were there whenever this person committed the crime. Did you see that?" And the witness, or the person who was called to speak on what they saw, would say, "Yeah, I saw that person commit the crime. I saw that person steal a lollipop." So a witness is somebody who would speak on what they saw or what they know from the crime. So the jury, the group of people, decide if someone is guilty with a verdict. And then a witness is someone who speaks on a crime, the thing of which they saw. They saw the crime happen and they say, "Yeah, I saw that person commit the crime." That's what a witness is. The sentence. the statement from the jury in a trial that states whether the person on trial is at fault or not. So this is the last thing they say. This is their sentence. They're going to sentence them. This is the statement from the jury in a trial that states whether the person on trial is at fault or not. So we're going to play a quick I Spy game. I Spy. So let's look at this photo. So take a few seconds to look at this photo. You can see this person right here, the person right here, the people right here, and the people right here. So let's look. I spy with my little eye the jury. I spy with my little eye the jury in this photo. So let's look at this photo. Who's part of the jury in this photo? Is it right here? Yeah, it's these people right here. They're listening to this lady speak, and they're trying to determine if someone is guilty or not. So this is our jury. Who would give a verdict? I spy with my little eye someone who would give a verdict. So let's look at this photo again. Who would give a verdict in this photo? Did you guys say the jury? Right here? Because that's the answer right here. The jury would be somebody who would give a verdict. The jury, a group of people who listen to facts. A jury would give a verdict, the final decision in a jury trial, the decision. So these people are listening to this lady speak, and they're deciding if the person did the crime or not.